The first resident pastor of the Oyster Bay Catholic congregation, Father John Belford, had much to celebrate on Thanksgiving Day in 1897. It was on that day that he dedicated the completion of this beautiful Gothic-style granite church. It seated almost twice as many parishioners as their first church building, a wood-frame structure which still exists as a private house on Summit Street. The new church had been finished in under a year, with a groundbreaking in May and a November dedication. Construction had been no easy task, however. Besides the many loads of giant timbers needed for the 40-foot-high vaulted ceiling, huge granite blocks, quarried in Greenwich, Connecticut, had to be transported by barge across Long Island Sound and then hauled by horse-drawn sled up the hill. This site, the highest in Oyster Bay, looked down on the village and the Sound, and when the Golden Cross was put atop the 33-foot spire, it was said that on a clear day you could see it shining from the shores of Connecticut. The porte cochere affords a covered entrance to the chapel, and inside one can still listen to the original pipe organ. It is one of only 3 of its kind in the United States, an American-made Hook and Hastings Opus Tracker organ, built in 1901. The Gothic interior features dark wood beams, which in the 1950s were elaborately hand-painted and accented with gold. Intricate stained glass depicting biblical scenes graces the windows, while Art Nouveau panels are featured in the entryway. The original altar is inlaid with mother-of-pearl tiles and jewel-like glasswork, which, although not signed, is believed to have been made by Louis Comfort Tiffany, whose estate, Laurelton Hall, was once in nearby Laurel Hollow. The large stained glass windows on the front of the church, facing the street, had to be replaced after they were blown out by the Great New England Hurricane of 1938. St. Dominic's Roman Catholic Church has expanded greatly since that Thanksgiving Day over a century ago. In 1922, they established a grammar school, and in 1928, a high school. To accommodate their growing congregation, in 1968, they broke ground on a large contemporary church building located across the street from this one. Today, St. Dominic's 6-acre campus has 11 different buildings, including schools, offices, a sports complex, a rectory, a seminary, and of course, the 2 churches.